brethren, B.Jr. back at it this evening. Going to do a little segment entitled Coffee Time with B.Jr. Used to do a little random video segment on my channel in the early days of Endurance Productions channel, before I morphed the channel basically into a movie-oriented only channel to kind of keep things nice and neat. I entitled it Coffee in the Morning, where I just did a random goof-off vid and I put it on my channel. I wanted to bring that series of videos back in a sense, really. Not that same type of video, but I wanted to bring it back. And just on the evenings when it's really cold, or in the mornings on Saturday mornings whenever I get up and just kind of having my coffee, as I'm doing this evening here. And just kind of take a little time and make it kind of my vlog style spot to talk about subjects in or around the movie world as we know it. Also to tell you about some recent pickups, updates on cheap deals on movies, that kind of thing. Not so much big mega hauls or anything like that, but if I have anything on hand, which I'll do this evening, I'm going to show you those videos as well. Here we are. It feels a little different. You know why? Because it's 2011. That's right. Starting a brand new year. Indeed, until I get some coffee. That's right. Yeah, a little older this year. Still rocking out the videos because I like doing it. It's a good hobby and I've always enjoyed it. Gives me an outlet for my movie nerdiness. It knows no boundaries, especially on YouTube. It just kind of goes out into the world and everybody watches it and comments. Anyway, all jokes aside, guys, I've really enjoyed this past year on YouTube. It's been one of the most fun. Did the second annual horror movie giveaway contest and just really enjoying going out, finding the deals, doing my little field trips and haul videos, and also movie reviews along the way. Just anything to further on the nerdiness of moviedom here in the man cave. I like doing the man cave updates. It's been a newer series I did this past year and I've really enjoyed it. Just pledged to keep on doing the videos. As long as you guys keep watching, keep commenting, I'm going to keep making the videos. So be sure to keep tuning in. There'll always be some kind of nerdy man cave shenanigans being put up on YouTube by me, B.Jr. That's right. Get a little sip of coffee here. Here's to you guys. Thanks for making it a great year, guys. Also, I need to just take and pause for a moment. It's dawned on me this week that during the last month or so, I know some folks have commented and noticed that I did become a YouTube partner. It's still shocking to me that it actually happened. I need to say a wholehearted thank you from B.Jr. to all my viewers and subscribers out there, because it's only because of you guys that it became a reality. I actually applied on a whim about a year ago. And this is just, it's going to sound like blind luck, and it's part of it. But I put in my application for YouTube partnership on a whim about a year ago, and it just sat. And I figured, oh, it was just something to do, and I didn't really think much of it. Because I'm going to rock the videos, partnership or no partnership, and it doesn't change anything. You might see an ad poke up here and there or something like that because of that AdSense thing that goes with it. But just rest assured, you know, mega subscriber numbers or no subscribers at all, I'm still going to rock the videos, and I hope you guys will keep tuning in. Wholehearted thank you from B.Jr. for all my viewers and subscribers out there that made it a reality. A lot of you guys have been with me since the beginning of my trek here on YouTube, and I hope that you'll be there along the way for years to come, because it's just fun. It's something for me to have an outlet whenever I get a little nerdy bone in me and I want to talk about a movie, or bring up horror movies during the scary movie season of October, and Friday the 13th films and action films, westerns, comedies, all kinds of stuff. I always try to not be stuck in any one particular genre for too long, because you can get burnout as a result. But more to the point, thank you guys out there. I really appreciate you tuning in on a regular basis. I will continue to make the videos, and I'm really enjoying it. I guess what I'll do while I'm sitting here having coffee time, while I've got a minute, I've got to do some chores this evening, but I did happen upon some good Star Trek goodness over at Big Lots recently. So this is going to be a kind of a halfway update, or just a semi-pseudo update. My buddies over at Cackalacky Movies, Cackalacky Movie Madness over there, their YouTube channel. I'll put a link down here in the bottom of this video. You guys got to keep checking these out, and they're on my channel page too, under the other movie websites list there on my channel. They've kind of tuned me in to go back to Big Lots here lately, and I did, and I found some good Star Trek goodness. I've always considered myself a basic, kind of a casual Star Trek fan. I've not gotten to the rank of Trekkie or Trekker just yet, or whichever one's higher. But I've loved the movies ever since they were out on home video. I mean, knee high to a bullfrog. My parents turned me on to the old series. I used to watch those off and on when they do a marathon. But also, I kind of grew up with the original Cruise movie series that came out during the 80s, late 70s on through the 80s and 90s. I did watch a lot of Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, I've always been a casual viewer of Star Trek. I watched a lot of Star Trek Next Generation when it was out and heavy on the tube. And I also watched Deep Space Nine Star Trek show, and I didn't get too much into Voyager. I can honestly say I probably only watched a total of about 4 episodes of Voyager so far, mainly because I've just never took time to watch it. It was during my military years when it was out, so I didn't watch a whole lot of TV at all during those years. Just didn't have access to it a whole lot where I was. So it sounds kind of really weird, but yes, when you're in the military, you don't have a lot of money, and unless you have some reliable roommates, you're not going to be watching a lot of tube unless it's in the day room and you want to share what you want to watch. But that's another story for another day. But anyway, back to the point at hand. Star Trek goodness at Big Lots. The first one I scored was Star Trek the Animated Series. Now, I remembered these growing up. When I was a little kid, they used to play reruns of this on Saturday morning. When they actually had Saturday morning cartoons, guys. Yes, kids out there. We would wake up, go to the tube as early as we could get up, and yes, for hours we would stare at the TV because it would be nothing but cartoons on multiple channels. That's right, back in the day. But now you have Cartoon Network and everything else that plays it 24/7, so I guess it is kind of an upgrade. Star Trek the Animated Series, of course, is the follow-up to the original series, which only had 3 seasons. This one came out, and what's really cool, I think everybody in the original crew lineup, except for Chekhov, uses their real voices for the animated counterparts here in the show. So it's sort of like you're watching episodes of Star Trek, the original series, back from the 60s and early 70s era, but it's all animated, but it has the William Shatner's voice, for example, Leonard Nimoy for Spock, and so forth. There's a little shot of the back there. Gives you a little representation of what's in the set. A little bit of some little stills there. Yeah, and there's Kirk and Spock on the front there. Pretty cool. This is the entire series. Comes in this pretty nifty kind of little slip-on deal there. Little clamshell casing there. I'm not too much of a fan of this because I'm in a big mode of saving room on the shelf nowadays. But I'll show you what it looks like. It flips open. To me, if they would really package it the way I want it, just give us this. It's just the innards there. It flips out and there's multiple discs. I think there's about 4 or 5 discs in there. Good synopsis, or excuse me, a episode rundown there on the back. There's the episodes. It's kind of like a little coffin that it has for the episodes themselves. I thought it was pretty cool. It wasn't too much. I think the whole series was $10, which I checked on Walmart.com. Walmart.com is selling this set right now for close to $40, so $10 wasn't bad for that. Star Trek Captain's Log, the Fan Collective. It's a 3 binder set, but there's 5 discs in there. This is pics of the captains of the multiple ships of the Enterprise or Voyager, Deep Space Nine. All the captains from the TV shows and the movies have picked out their favorite episodes, as well as the fans voted and picked out their favorite episodes from each series. Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Next Generation, Enterprise, so on and so forth, Voyager. It's pretty cool because you get a little flavor from each of the shows. This is what I was kind of looking for because, like I said, I didn't watch Enterprise or Voyager that much, so it's kind of neat to watch those and get you get a lot of behind the scenes, get the captain's take on a lot of these episodes, how they felt about them. Another set that's got tons of special features with it, plenty of episodes to kind of give you a little taste. If you're not a real big Star Trek fan, you just want a little taste of each series, I highly recommend picking this one up. I believe it was the same price. A lot of this was allowance money for the month. So also picked this one up just over the weekend. if you can see that very well. It's Star Trek Voyager. This is the third season. Guys, I got to be honest with you. This is a steal. It's kind of a goofy looking case, but it's a bright neon green deal here. But it's got kind of like a little flip out deal like the animated series, but it's got tons of special features. And I got to be honest, guys, it was $10 for the series, which sounds like a lot, but you're getting a lot of entertainment. You're getting like over 20 hours of entertainment in here. And if you're wanting to catch up on some Star Trek episodes, I bought this season because the last one they had in Voyager, and I've never really sat down and watched a whole lot of Voyager, so I wanted to have the chance to do that. Plus, you know, it was $10. I looked on Walmart.com for comparison pricing. I think it's $49.95. You're getting a deal at Big Lots, guys. Now I know it's kind of just oddball randomness at Big Lots, but if you just want to pick up a season here or there to get a little taste of the show, that's the way to go right there, guys. $10. Not bad. I skipped over to Walmart after I hit the local Big Lots and picked up some little double and quad packs here in the old bargain bin. I couldn't stand it, guys. I was going to just rent these if I ever wanted to see them again to save shelf space. But a lot of these had a bunch all in one, so I didn't think it was hurting the pocket that much. I had a gift card for Walmart too, so I took it over there. Got the double set, $5. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You can't be a product of the 80s and not grew up watching these movies in some way, shape, or form. They still have a little special place in my heart for watching these. They're not the best comedies ever, in my opinion, but they're just funny and there's something different to watch every once in a while when you're tired of everything else. You know the one-liners in the movie and all that. And I don't know. I've always been more partial to Bogus Journey than Excellent Adventure myself. One of the key scenes that stands out, I think, is when they give the Grim Reaper a Melvin or a Wedgie. I can't remember which, but that's always one of my favorite scenes. That's out there, guys. In the bargain bin at Walmart, a double set, $5, $2.50 a movie. Hey, can't beat that. Can't beat it with a stick. It's coffee time. We gotta have a little more coffee here. Another double feature of films that, I don't know, the price was right on them. They're not my favorite horror movies ever. It's the Jeepers Creepers double set. It's Jeepers Creepers, of course, and Jeepers Creepers 2. My wife and I watched these. We had a good time watching them. These are the type of movies you just pop in when you're kind of sitting up in bed on a rainy day and you just don't want to get out of bed and you want to watch something kind of moderately scary before bedtime. Something for the family to watch. I don't know. It's not really family entertainment, but it's just one of those that didn't bother me all that much, but it's not the best horror in the world. So the first disc has got deleted scenes and audio commentary, and the second disc is loaded with special features. There's a big old blurb there on all the special features it's got. For $2.50 a movie, guys, out of the $5 bargain bin, I picked it up because, I don't know, I'm kind of just, I have horror needs every once in a while, so I got to watch something different. I didn't have the Jeepers Creepers movies, so it was a good way to pick it up, save room on the shelf. Another one, a quad pack, guys. Got some cheese in this one. A little bit of extra cheese on my burger, man. It's a 4-film pack. I don't know if you can see it too good, but it's Pumpkinhead 2, which I've never viewed. Yes, I've never seen Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings. I heard it's not the greatest horror movie ever, but for sure cheese factor. You know, you've watched some older videos on You Can't Polish a Turd videos, things like that. You got to have these in your collection, something like this in the back of your collection somewhere. Mainly because when you're tired of watching serious horror and all that, and you don't really want to go for jump scares. You just want to go for sheer schlocky cheesiness in your horror. You got to pick up a little gift set of these. Pumpkin 2, Blood Wings, Leprechaun. I'm sorry, guys. I'm one of the few out here. I watch Leprechaun every St. Patrick's Day. I don't know about you guys out there. Leave me a comment if you do the same thing. It's so funny. I have to watch that. It drives my wife crazy, but I have to watch Leprechaun every St. Patrick's Day. And also down here on the bottom, I thought it was pretty cool. You get Wishmaster, Wishmaster, and Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. I've never seen Wishmaster 2, but I've seen Wishmaster 1, and I didn't think it was all that bad. It's kind of like Jeepers Creepers. It's kind of in that second tier kind of horror. So if you get both of them, get a chance to watch a couple that you haven't seen before. For sure cheese factor, $5. It's $1.25 per movie. I didn't think that was too bad out of the bargain bin dive there. I got some other movies, some other HD DVDs that I picked up over the holidays that I haven't shown yet, but I'll save those for another day because the plan And part of my vlog here too, let you know about some upcoming plans, is that I'm planning to do kind of an all-purpose set of probably a dual or a triple set of videos on my HD DVD collection, and I'm just going to put HD DVD to bed after that for a while, mainly because I know you guys aren't really big, a lot of you out there aren't real big collectors of HD DVDs, so it's not a real big deal. What I'm going to do is just set up the camera one evening on my little shelf over here where I house them, and just kind of go through the PQ and the SQ of the whole entire collection of HD DVD, because I've kind of slowed down on buying a few of those after my mega update last month. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy what I've gotten, what I've been blessed to accumulate over the last few months. So I've got tons of stuff I got to get caught up on and watch and review and all that. So might be a few less updates in the near future, but I want to do that before I close off HD DVD for a little while. So look for that in the future of Endurance Productions, B.Jr.'s Movie Cave. And I'm going to close out for now. It's been a roundabout video, I know, but it's coffee time. It's not supposed to make a lot of sense. You're supposed to just blather on and hope that people listen to you. So take care, guys, and I'll see you around the block. Rock on.